Welcome back. So what we're doing this week are appetizers for New Year's Eve. So today what I have for you is a delicious white bean dip, and it's made with some simple flavors, but I'm going to show you how to get the most out of those flavors, okay? So we're going to start with 2 cans of beans. Let me tell you, I've used Great Northern beans for this recipe, as well as these cannellini beans. Either one of them work. Cannellini beans is like a smooth, creamy Italian bean. So all you have to do is open the can, give those a good rinse, and you're good to go. The first thing you're going to do, though, is set your oven to 400, and then you are going to use 3 cloves of garlic. Now, what I've got here, you see this baby? This is called elephant garlic. I love this because then I don't have to do a lot of peeling of each clove, but you don't want to use 3 of these cloves because you would know that vampires would not visit your home for like 20 years, but neither would your friends. And these days, that might be exactly what we need to stay 6 feet apart from each other.
Put a little garlic everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
We were just talking about how
natural
awesome
social distancing with garlic.
Oh my gosh, yes. We were just talking about how awesome garlic and onion really is.
Yes,
because I walked in here.
Of so many recipes.
Yes, I walked in here and it literally smelled so cozy, and that makes perfect, you know, especially appetizers really get you going.
Yes, they do, and I know, and I love that those 2 items are cheap. They're also good immune system boosters. Garlic and onions are my favorite. I love to tell people when I was in cooking school, one of our professors, or chef professors, would always say every good recipe starts with an onion, and I just remembered that. So oven to 400, 450. I've got my garlic on here, and then I'm going to put some of the beans, because you guys, when you toast beans like these or chickpeas, they get crispy, crunchy. They are a perfect snack. Now, we're going to use them on the top of our dip, but just know that they make a delicious little snack. In fact, I had to stop my kids from eating these. The little hands just kept coming up. All right, so then we're going to build so I've got some already roasted for us. So we're going to build everything in the food processor. So we want to put both cans of those cannellini beans. And let me scoot this baby over so you can see it. And then about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Now, if you need to make it any thinner, just use warm water after that.
Okay.
Some red wine vinegar.
Ooh.
For a little bit of a tang.
So many different taste blasters there.
Yeah, a little bit of kosher salt. And then look at this. This is our roasted garlic. So we kind of took garlic to the next level. When you roast garlic, though, you're intensifying the flavor, but you're also taking out that bite.
Okay.
You know how a lot of people don't like fresh garlic? It's just a little too much.
Okay.
When you roast garlic, you kind of smooth that out. So then we are going to blend.
This is the fun part.
This is the fun part. And, oh, one thing that I forgot to add, and it's the ingredient. Well, I didn't forget it. I went to 3 stores looking for it, and it's fresh rosemary. It's one of your favorites.
I love rosemary.
She loves rosemary. She had it at her desk for a while, didn't you?
Oh, I did. And you know what? Actually, that came from Community Gardens. I think that one of the best stocking stuffers, I know we're past Christmas at this point, but even New Year's gifts, I know sometimes people like New Year's gifts, is to give fresh, you know, herbs like that.
I'd go for that.
I mean,
there's
people,
fresh herbs in my stocking. I'd love it.
People would love it. I'm telling you, it's that nice touch, because then you can smell cozy too.
Right. That's a really good point. Okay,
I love it.
Tell me this thing isn't going to fail on me in the middle of a segment. But with the other thing that I just put in there, aside from dried rosemary, so I just used a pinch of that since I didn't have fresh. But if you find fresh rosemary, get yourself some. Get a lot of it. Because it's so amazing to use throughout the holiday season and in the new year.
It makes me feel like a pro.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me, it's like, ooh, someone like walks in and I'm like, I know. I'm a pro.
Just me and my rosemary.
Just me and my rosemary.
You can throw it into a roast. And you don't even, all I like to do is the wood part, just kind of pull the leaves back, put all of that into a roast, and it's absolutely to die for. Okay, so we've got our dip.
Okay.
And I blend that up a little bit more to make it more of kind of a festive, beautiful green color.
The color is great.
And then on top of that, we are going to add some more of the goods. So a little bit of our roasted white beans. Okay. And then some sun-dried tomatoes.
Ooh,
just for more
I love tomatoes.
Kind of Italian flavor. Yeah, I put some white peppercorn in here if you're a person that likes that. Another drizzle of olive oil.
You can never have too much olive oil.
Oh my goodness, it's
now
so
you might need to
good.
run a little bit more, but
you need to run.
It's a good idea.
We will all be running January 1st, right? And that's it. Now the other thing I like to do with that goods, you guys can see, I've got one finished over here. There is nothing like that balsamic reduction. It's kind of like ketchup. You got to wait for it. But that over anything is just amazing. Has
fast
a fantastic
and
flavor.
fancy.
Yep, fast and fancy does it. And there you go. Delicious with veggies. Sometimes we'll make homemade pita chips.
Yes.
Just by slicing up pitas, popping them in the oven.
I'm excited about this. Not just because I didn't have to cook it, but also because it smells delicious. So, how do you
All
like
about the
it?
garlic. So good.
And I'll still be your friend. Even
Thank
if
you.
have
6
garlic.
feet away.
Okay.
With garlic.
You know, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think someone else who would probably love this too. I think it would be Amber.
Amber.
Yes,
yeah, I love this all
ma'am. Fast and fancy indeed. I love that, ladies. Hey, thank you so much.